Michael Greger's book, How Not to Die, goes through 12 different ailments from diabetes to heart disease to lung cancer and says all of them are reduced by a plant-based diet. How do you say that's not true? Because it's evidence-based and there's not a specific clinical trial?
Well, I would say to make, to do the studies that would prove what he says, to get the actual clinical endpoints, to say that I'm going to eat a certain way for 20 years and I'm not going to get lung cancer. We can't do it. We just cannot do those studies. I go back to my original position. We can take people that are currently sick and make them currently healthy. And if we just limit the discussion to that, then we have a very different picture. Now, when he says a plant-based diet, what is he including? What is he not including? Certainly he's not including people eating, Oreo cookies and drinking Coca-Cola and, drinking Mazola corn oil. I mean, those are all plant-based items. So you just get rid of the garbage food. And I think they ideologically lump in meat in there. They're like, well, we don't like red meat because we don't like the way that, an animal has to die for this. And, they ignore all the animals that are dying anyway for they call it unintentional kills. And I'm like, well, they put pesticides. What's the actual definition of a pesticide? I mean, it's intentionally designed to kill bugs and other small animals. I mean, these are not unintentional things. You go to talk to any rancher or farmer, they literally shoot animals that are eating their food. And so, the question is, well, how many of them? I'm guilt-free because I can ignore that. I mean, I can go to the grocery store and buy a steak and say, well, I'm pretending those animals don't get killed. I mean, it's just what you want to ignore and what you don't. But I mean, to his point, I don't doubt that cutting garbage out of your diet is going to make you healthier. I mean, clearly you're going to have people that are, there are fat, overweight, sick vegans, and what are they eating? They're eating the Oreos and the Doritos and all that crap. But when you go to a whole food plant-based diet, and obviously I would be supportive of that if that's your choice. I mean, you can eat whatever you want. If you want to be fat and sick, that's up to you. But that's a difference from saying I've taken out just meat from the diet, because I've seen people that are eating a very otherwise clean diet and they remove vegetables and they get better, which is really shocks people and that really upsets people, because we have this sort of belief that vegetables can do no wrong. The more we can eat of them, you've got people that just eat 10 cups a day, and you're gonna be the healthiest person in the world. And I'm here to say that maybe for some people that's not the best option, and I think we can explore that, because I've seen it over and over again. People with particularly gut inflammatory issues, they just pound all this fiber and they just feel awful. They remove it and they feel better. So we have to understand that.